Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brywell alongside Kevin Robinson. And Coach, championships coming up. We'll talk about that here momentarily. First of all, we're going to highlight a few of your athletes who come away with Athlete of the Week. First of all, Luke Bond, the Field Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, Luke's a fifth-year guy for me, and he's steadily improved throughout this indoor season. And the indoor campaign is not his strongest, event. He's primarily a discus thrower, but the shot and the weight are both coming around really well for him. I definitely expect him to be a top 3 contender going, especially in the shot this weekend. And he's definitely a weapon with the weight. If he can connect and really put one together, I think he can do really, really well. So, Luke's been a great kid to have on board, and it's going to be tough to lose him this year.
Yeah. Aaron Persinger, he comes away the Track Athlete of the Week.
Yeah, AP's in the exact same boat Luke is. He's a fifth-year guy, phenomenal work ethic, tremendous person. He's battled injuries most of his career, but so far this indoor season he's managed to stay relatively healthy, and his hurdle time has consistently dropped the last 3 or 4 weeks. So he's doing a great job. Again, another great kid that I'm going to hate to see go.
Coach, we're going to talk about the championships in a moment, but the indoor season this year, I know it's been a little frustrating. It's kind of been a banged-up season for you as far as injuries.
Yeah, it has been tough, and that's the nature of our sport. We do everything at 100% all the time, and sometimes you get lucky and kids stay healthy, and sometimes you don't, and a bunch of them get hurt at one time. So we've been kind of bitten by the hamstring bug the last 3 weeks. We had a flu or a virus that's rolled through the team, so I feel like we're not as strong as we should be. We're just not as strong as we are on paper.
Right.
Some of our key kids are just not going to be there, and I've got at least 3 conference title holders that aren't going to be competing this weekend because of illness or injury. And when you have that kind of a devastating situation with key athletes, it really can have an impact on your team's performance. But that being said, we're not going to lay down and just freaking take it. We're going to freaking go fight. And the kids that are going are ready. We've got some great kids that are going to do some great things. Unfortunately, it's not my whole squad, but the ones that are going to go are going to bring it and fight, and we'll see what happens.
I know working with Coach Rock in baseball, he always talks about a tremendous challenge also presents a tremendous opportunity. So for some people, it's their chance. You're now no longer in there just to get a few points. It's your chance maybe to step up.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. That's the reason why we compete. If it was already determined, we wouldn't waste the money on the trip. I've got a lot of young men and women that haven't had the opportunity to compete at this level yet. Some of them may step up and do something really special. I've got some older kids that have been in the mix, and we know that they can perform at a level a little higher than where they've been so far this year. So we're going to go in, we're going to fight, we're going to battle, we're going to go after it, and we're going to leave it all on the track and see where it unfolds.
Well, you're headed to Birmingham, so you're familiar with this track. You've run on it this year already. You've run on it last year. So any of your returners that have been with you the last few years, they know how this works down there. Yeah,
it's a little different, running on a 200-meter bank track. We do it at least once a year in preparation for this championship. It's a little different. The curves are a little tighter. For the kids that don't have a lot of experience on it, sometimes it feels like you're running uphill and running downhill. So it is a little bit different, a little bit more challenging, but it's the same way for every team within the conference. So again, we just have to show up, and we have to be better than we've been, and we have to compete with maturity, and we're going to have to do more than we've done so far this year to step up and be competitive.
All right. Well, Coach, best of luck.
Thank you.
That is Kevin Robinson. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.